What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here. We are about to go thrifting. I have a few Amazon FBA shipments going out. Let me show you guys. Right here we got one box and then one massive Home Depot box in there. It's about, I think there's exactly 60 items split between both of these boxes for a net profit of around $1,500 or so not bad. That's a good shipment going out. So got to run to UPS and then we are going thrifting. Let's do it. I'm gonna go to a part of the state that I haven't been to in a long time. I think that should be fun. It's only about noon right now, so we got lots of time. Let's do it. We're gonna go inside and see what we can find to buy and sell on eBay and Amazon. Hopefully we find some goodies here. Let's head inside. I'm wearing the GoPro today. And yeah, see what we find. Alright, so we are inside of the Goodwill and I'm heading over to their little video game section. They created this little shelf in here that houses all their video games, and what the heck, I noticed a whole bunch of brand new sealed Xbox One games. It's all Aladdin and Lion King, and they're all $15 each, which is too much money, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Those are all Target clearance items that didn't sell in Target, so Goodwill got a pallet of them shipped in, and they get a whole bunch of things on the pallet, and those video games were part of it. And this game right here, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 13, used to be worth a little bit of money, so I decided to scan it in, see if it's still worth something. They were asking $3, and it's not even worth that. It's not even worth picking up for $1, to be honest. The price on this game has tanked, so now I know, and that's what happens. You'll see a trend in this video. I'm going to go over trends because this year, well, last year, 2020, was so crazy with different items going up in value, different items going down in value. Things fluctuated so much and so often, and they always have, but just to a crazy degree this year and last year. So you always want to be looking things up because prices on things always change. So I'm looking up this Christmas lights right here for some bushes, and it didn't even show up on Amazon. I could have done a little more research, but they were Target clearance. The price is usually too high on Target clearanced items. How I could tell it's Target clearance is a white sticker on the item at Goodwill means it came from Target. So taking a quick look at shoes, I see these Saucony's, I think is how you say it, Saucony? I have no idea, but I thought they were kind of interesting looking. Doing a further research, I found out they're only $25 brand new on eBay. That is surprising to me. So I guess those ones specifically weren't good. They had little cleats on the bottom of them. I'm not sure what they were for, maybe track and field, something like that. So well, now I know not to really look into those, so that's what you're doing. You're always looking at things, always grabbing new things and learning, putting it in that memory vault in the back of your brain for the next thrift store and the next thrift store, right? Taking a quick look over the media. And guys, I've been in here for a good, 5-10 minutes now, and I haven't found a single thing. That is very rare. But I do spot a PlayStation 1 game mixed in with the CDs. I always recommend looking over the CDs, the DVDs, and you can find some video games hidden among them at cheaper prices. This is priced as a CD. Well, I scan it into Amazon, and the rank was like 60,000, and it's not selling for much at all. So back it goes on the shelf. Maybe if I want it for myself, it would have been worth it for $2, but let's take another quick look around the store before we leave because I'm getting discouraged here, and I noticed this Clue game. I open it up. They wanted $6 for it, and I see, well, the top looks sealed at least. Well, I open it up and look at that. It is completely sealed inside. Okay, this could be a winner. We're going to stick it in the cart because it is a winner. That is awesome. And guys, this thing is going for great money. Of course, at the end of this video, I will show you everything I pick up from this thrift store, and we're going to go to another thrift store. You're getting a twofer today. We're going to two Goodwills because this thrift store was kind of a bust. I'm looking at little tchotchkes on the shelf because I can't find anything in here. I know nothing about, little collectible figurines and glassware, and I've always wanted to learn about it, but it's just not my foray, I guess. Is that the correct word? This Buzz Lightyear bank was kind of cool. I noticed it had a barcode on the bottom, so I was able to scan it into Amazon, only to find out, well, yeah, I'd make about a $4 profit. It cost $4. I'd double up my money. this isn't an easy item to ship in like a video game or a CD. You'd have to bubble wrap it, possibly box it, make sure it doesn't break in transit. It was not worth $4. Maybe if I was making $15, $20, $25, I would do it, but not for $4. So I'm going to head out of here, guys. I am striking out. Let's go to another Goodwill. All right, guys, this is Goodwill take 2. Hopefully this one's better. It's really packed. There's a lot of cars here, so that's not a good sign. We'll have to just wait and see. Hopefully we find some good stuff. Hopefully nobody cares that I got a GoPro on my chest. So this Goodwill is the complete opposite of the other Goodwill. They put the video games right here by the door. They're not hidden away in a little corner somewhere, so they usually get picked through right away. But to my surprise, the very first game I noticed, Family Game Night 4, I know this game is worth money. I'm sticking it in the cart, and it is worth some great money. Again, guys, I'm going to show you what everything is worth at the end of this video. We have some very surprising finds, things that are worth a lot more than even I imagined. And walking down this aisle here, I thought I saw a cool G.I. Joe. I think it's just some little knockoff toy, so I didn't even bother looking into that any further. Back on the electronics wall, where I love to look, I find the Sony remote. Some of these can be worth like $30 on their own. It'd almost be worth it buying the DVD player with the Sony remote just to sell the Sony remote. That one in particular wasn't worth it, as well as this video transfer system. This is for photo slides and film and things like that to transfer over to other media platforms. I have sold some of these as high as $50, $60 before in the past. That specific model wasn't worth anything, but I'm not going to stop scanning those when I see them, and I highly recommend it, guys. This is another item that I highly recommend looking into that not a lot of people know of. This is a little hidden bolo for you. This Donover ice cream machine. Look at that. It is a mess. It is dirty. There was a bug in there, a dead bug. I wasn't going to mess with it. But those ice cream makers, I have also sold for in the upwards of $50. I know it sounds crazy, but people do buy them. I don't know where the price is at right now. Hopefully I popped a little price up on the screen. And going back to trends, what I mentioned earlier in this video at the other Goodwill, this trilogy, 50 Shades of Grey, it's normally not worth anything. At the beginning of lockdown, for some reason, the trilogy went up in value, and I sold one for like $35 over on Amazon. So there was money in them. The price has obviously come back down because people can just find them at thrift stores again now that everything is open again. But really weird that that particular series, which you can find at every Goodwill, every thrift store for $1 a piece, was shot up in value. Pretty interesting. So we're going to move back over to old tried and true, the board games, and I'm going to be grabbing a few here. I'm going to show you how many duds I have to scan through before I actually find a winner. This Goodwill seems to be striking out as well in the beginning. We do end up finding some great stuff, but look at how many things I'm just grabbing and I'm scanning and I'm grabbing and I'm scanning. My thrift stores are not amazing, right? I like to post the highlights on YouTube, but I'm scanning through 30 things before I find one or two good things. You know, it's just the way it is. But I noticed this other shelf back here is packed. It is stacked with board games. So I have good odds in here to find something worth something, right? You would think. And yes, I did. Keep an eye out for these Think Fun Rush Hour toys. I have sold this game so many times in the past. It's very easy to count the pieces when they're used. Same thing with this Pass the Pigs. Very easy to count the pieces. There's not many in there. And I have also sold this before in the past. So these are things that I have found at thrift stores over the years, and I just remember them, right? Because when you find something that's worth money, you gotta remember it. Like this Zingo game right here. But I cannot tell you guys how many times these Zingo games do not have all of the pieces. It is like 9 times out of 10 they don't have all the pieces. I find that with younger kids' games, the odds of them not having all the pieces is much, much higher than more adult-orientated games. This Hyperdash I have also tried to buy in the past, but it was broken, so I couldn't buy it. This one
was actually tested, working great, so I was able to grab it. So I'm just grabbing and throwing things in the cart without even looking them up now. I'm going to take a quick lap through the back of the store because I thought I saw board games on the bottom shelf back here. And then we're going to have to move to the corner and count all of these pieces. I can't just buy them because there's a good chance a lot of these aren't going to have all their pieces in them. So I got to go count the pieces. That also takes time, so you got to find a little quiet area in the Goodwill. Now, after scanning through a bunch of these games, not finding anything, I see a game I've never heard of before, Inner Circle. There's no barcode, so I scanned the actual image on the front of the box with the Amazon Seller app, and I found the listing, and it's worth some money. Sweet. I like that. I love to see that. Definitely another thing to put in the back of my mind. Always remember. These mouth guards by, I believe it's Shock Doctor, I find these extremely regularly. I don't know if it's just a Connecticut thing or if it's around the whole country, but I find them super often. Here we go, guys. This is the cart. This is everything we got. It's a pretty good stack. We're in a quiet little corner of the store. I'm going to start counting pieces, and let's see how many were worth it. These 3 were missing pieces, so they got to go back up on the shelf, but these guys up here, these were all complete, all in good, clean condition. I did test that, making sure it works. All the boxes are in pretty good shape. They have a little bit of wear. The outside of the boxes can have a little bit of wear. That's okay. But the pieces inside are in great condition. So we are going to snag all of this. Let's head home. Let me show you guys how much money I'm going to make.
Alright guys, we are back at the house, and this is my little haul from the 2 Goodwills. Board games. I've been buying a lot of board games lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just getting donated more than other things, but I'm not finding anything else at my thrift stores besides games. Games have just been great for me. I'm not finding kitchen products. I'm not finding office products. I'm not finding electronics very often. I'm just finding games. So I'm going to stick with it. Let's go through this real quick. Let me show you guys everything I picked up. There's some good money in these things, even though they're all used. There's not a single new thing with an exception, and I'll show you guys that. But let's start right off the bat. Family Game Night 4. This game is definitely valuable. I knew right when I saw it was worth some money. Paid $4 for it, and I believe it's complete. Little tip for you guys, because I don't see an actual manual in here. What I do to check to see if games are actually complete or not, I go to YouTube and I type in the name of the game, unboxing. And then I'll see somebody actually open it up and show everything that's inside. There's almost a video for every single game out there. So it's the best way to know if a game is actually complete or not. But this game's going for great money. This right here, I knew this would be worth money. I've sold it before in the past. Not this exact version. This version is actually worth more than the ones I've sold in the past. It's only $3. It's complete inside there. Past the pigs. It's a shame the box has some damage on the back, as you can see. But at least all of that is there, which shows all the point values. It's just the little middle piece that's a little damaged. So should be okay. Selling for some great money. Now here is, oh well, here's one thing. The Gel Max mouth guards. I sell these all the time. This is another item. So I guess we found one thing that's not a game, a sporting good. I find these all of the time, these Shock Doctor Gel Max mouth guards, and they sell super fast. $4. I believe it sells for like $20. You guys are seeing it up on the screen. So pretty crazy there. This is the one exception. This is the one item I found inside the first Goodwill. And if you open it up and take a look inside, I paid $6 for it. It is brand new sealed. So let's get that off and take a look at that. That is still sealed. Everything is still sealed inside and brand new. So that is great. That will help the value for sure. And it's a shame that the game isn't sealed itself because this is extremely valuable. Brand new. I'll pop the price up here on the screen. I think it's selling for over $100. Now, you can see that the picture on the front on the Amazon listing is different. I think there's just variations of this game because I looked it up on eBay and there's this version with this artwork and another version with the same artwork, but it's the same game. So I'm conflicted. Do I want to sell it on Amazon even though it has different artwork? Everything else about it is the exact same. So kind of interesting there, not sure what to do. Pretty cool though. So great find there. Ended up used, I think it was like $60-ish. Pretty cool. And if I have to sell it on eBay, it's somewhere between 30 and 40 bucks. This, I've sold this before in the past as well, so I knew it was going to be worth money. Rush Hour Traffic Jam Game, $3. You see the money right there. It's just easy profits. Same thing with this Hyper Dash. I have purchased it in the past. When I got home, this is electronic. I hate buying used electronic kids games. They're usually trash. The batteries are left inside. They've exploded. It doesn't work anymore. I tested it. This one works great. We can turn it on.
Are you ready to dash? Choose a game.
I'm ready to dash. So it does work. I think I just hold that button for a few seconds to shut it off. And it was only $3 and some decent money there. This right here, Inner Circle, I don't really buy too many vintage board games, but this one was totally worth it. You guys can see the price up here on the screen. Very easy to count the pieces. It just had 4 of these boards and 28 pegs and the main game board. That is it. That's why I don't mind selling used board games. Now, ones that I hate to sell used are like Monopolies and Stratego's fine. I guess Risk. Risk is a really big pain because there are so many pieces to count, hundreds and hundreds of pieces, where it's not really worth it unless it's a specialty version that could be worth, you know, $50 to $100. So this one was great. Never heard of it before. That's why I looked it up. I am trying to become a board game master. I am learning every single game I can when I go into the thrift store. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.